Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to 2018. I cannot even believe that it is actually here. My name is Melony and you're watching akaMommy, and today I am going to be sharing with you my goals for the new year. I set goals for myself at the beginning of every single year, and over the past, I believe this will be my third year sharing with you guys. I always share with you the goals that I have, and this year is a very special year because I'm also going to share with you the goals that I set for myself last year, the ones that I was actually able to accomplish. So before I go any further, let me first say that if you are brand new to my channel, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and if you are a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for coming back. Alright friends, so really quickly I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. I have got my list here from 2017 of all of my goals, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you which ones I was able to accomplish. Now, like I said, I did a video talking about what all of my goals were going to be, and if you have not already seen that video, I will link that for you in the description box below this video. And if you are able to see this, I believe it's on a mobile device, or maybe it's on the desktop, I get confused, then an eye will pop up on the screen right over here for you guys where I will link that video as well, because I was not able to accomplish all of these goals, and so I don't want to go through every one step by step, but I do want to tell you the ones that I was able to accomplish. So right off the bat, the first one that I had on my list last year, and the first one that I was able to accomplish, is that I did once again read my Bible cover to cover, Genesis to Revelation. I actually finished it about 3 days ahead of time. I did that on purpose so that I could have just a tiny bit of a break before I start again. I'm not sure quite which plan I'm going to follow this year, but I was able to accomplish that, and I was really, really happy about that. The next one that I was able to accomplish in the field of marriage is that we did go on a vacation this year to celebrate our 5-year anniversary. Now, originally, I thought we were going to go on a vacation just myself and my husband. It did end up being a family vacation, and I vlogged that for you guys. I will link that playlist for you here, as well as down in the description box below this video. Let's see, personal. My goal last year was to read one book every month, which basically means that I would have accomplished, or I would have finished 12 books. I am here to let you guys know that in the year 2017, I actually finished 38 books. I'm really excited about that. I never would have thought that that was something that I could actually accomplish, but I did, and I'm really, really proud of myself for that. My home, I did complete the KonMari process within my home. Now, when I started 2017, I wasn't 100% sure that that's what I was going to be doing yet, and so that wasn't actually my specific goal. I basically just wanted to declutter my home, which did end up happening. And let's see, for health, I did not lose all of the weight that I wanted to lose, but it is what it is. I was able to increase my water intake, and I did get really good about taking my multivitamins, which might not seem like a big deal, but I'm terrible about remembering to take those things. So I was able to do that. Financial, we have started paying down our debt. We did go through the entire Financial Peace University course, completed that, and we are on our debt-free journey, as you guys know. Let's see, for YouTube, my goal was to be consistent putting out videos every single week, and I did not accomplish this one 100%. I did better this year, but I can't say yes, I absolutely did that, because there were definitely weeks when I was not able to get any content up for you guys. So that's pretty much it. That's what I accomplished and maybe didn't accomplish. So now I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys my goals for 2018. as well as my word for the year. So right off the top, in case you are new to my channel, I always break my goals up into different categories, and then I usually set 2 around an average of 2 goals for each category. Sometimes there's 3, sometimes there might be 4, but starting with my faith, this year I want to have 365 days of Bible reading and devotion. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure that I will do the cover to cover again. I believe it's called canonical. I can't pronounce that word. I might do chronological this year. I haven't decided, but I do have a I guess it would technically be considered a devotion that I will be using this year, and I will link that down below for you guys. I purchased it from Amazon. I realize that at this point you can't get it before the start of the new year, but Amazon has really great shipping options. And so the book is called New Morning Mercies, and I'm really excited to start it. So I will be starting that. And I have to figure out, you know, for sure, obviously I'm filming this before the new year, so I still have a day or two to figure out for sure what I'm going to do, but I am going to make sure that I am reading my Bible every single day of the new year. And then along with my faith, I also am a part of, or I am going through a discipleship program called Regeneration through my church, and my plan is to finish Regeneration this year. It actually is a process that can take 10 to 12 months, sometimes even longer. I did start in 2017, so my plan is to complete that process this year. Okay, so in the category of marriage, I would really like to go on one date night every month with my husband. And last year we started out really strong, and then we kind of just got really busy. To be honest with you guys, if you've been around my channel for any length of time, you will already know, you've heard me say in countless other videos, this year was one of the busiest years I can ever remember having. And it, to be honest with you, got to be a bit overwhelming. There were, you know, every single week we were gone from our home 3 or 4 nights a week, sometimes 5, and it was just a lot. So there were definitely months that we did not go on date nights simply because every single chance that we had to be home at night as a family, we wanted to take advantage of that. So I want to try to do a little bit better with this year. Things should be slowing down a little bit for us. We've rearranged some things in our schedule. We haven't necessarily dropped a whole lot, but we have done some rearranging. So hopefully this year will be a little bit less crazy. And then I also want to do Bible study and devotion with my husband every single week. We have a subscription to, I don't know if it's not really an app, or we have it on our TV in our bedroom through the Roku. It's called Right Now Media. We use it, everyone in my family uses it, and they have hundreds of Bible studies and shows for kids on there. We love it. If you've never heard of it, I will link that down in the description box below this video for you guys as well, just because it's a resource that my family really enjoys, and I just thought that I would share that with you guys. So I would like to do a Bible study with my husband, and like on a weekly basis do a Bible study. Have a time when we sit down and we watch one of the studies and we discuss it and we pray and just really work on our marriage that way. We also will be going through a course through our church that is specific to marriage, and so I don't have that written down here, but we will be doing that as well. So for personal, oh no, for parent, I skipped parenting. So for parenting, I again would like to do one date with each of my kids, or one date every month. So because I have 4 kids, one of the gifts that we gave our kids this year is little coupons that they are going to be using to have a date night with mom. And so we've already split it up. I have it on my calendar so I know which month each child is going, and it will be something that I know that they will really enjoy, and basically it'll just be a date night that they get to go with me. We also are going to try to plan in some additional things that my kids can do with my husband. They need that just as much as they need time with me, but we're gonna have to figure out how to make that work. So that is my biggest parenting goal this year. So for personal, I would like to read 50 books in the year 2018. And I really, at this point, don't think that that's going to be difficult to do, simply because I read almost 40 in 2017, and that was completely unintentional. I didn't, you know, I wasn't thinking, oh, I need to read, I just really enjoyed it. And so I'm going to attempt to to read or finish 50 books in 2018. I also would like to go on dates with friends each month. So I would like to go on one date, even if it's just a quick, you know, grab a coffee together or anything like that with a friend each month. I think that this is totally doable. It's, again, we are extremely busy, and with me trying to fit in dates with my husband and dates with my kids, I don't want to forget that I also need to make sure I'm spending time to fill my cup and spend time with my friends. So I want to make sure that I'm prioritizing this as well. And then also for personal, this is not something that I have publicly said on my channel just yet, but I'm letting you guys know because it is one of my goals. I'm going to be going on my very first ever mission trip this year. I will be going to Uganda in July of 2018. I have already, you know, started plans. I've already started paying for my trip and doing fundraising and all kinds of things like that. So this will be my very first mission trip ever. I'm really excited about it, and I'm sure that I will have lots more to share with you guys about that in the future as well. Okay, so the next category is home, and this one tends to have a lot on it simply because I'm a homemaker. That's what I do. It's my primary job. It's where I am 99% of the time. So it's what captures a lot of my attention. So for my home, I want to declutter and purge again. I'm basically going to do KonMari round 2. It won't be as in-depth as it was the first time because my home is not in the state that it was when I went through this the first time. But I am feeling the need to go through and revisit each category, each space, each area, and make sure that clutter hasn't crept back in. So I will be working on that. So I also have been recently trying to move us to greener products within our home, cleaner, chemical-free products, and so I will be continuing working on that. I'm really going to need to work on watching what comes into our home this year because, like I said, I went through the whole KonMari process last year, and yet now I'm looking around and thinking, man, we still have a lot of stuff. So that means that a lot of things came into our home. I really need to work on watching that and just trying to be really mindful of that. And then one thing that is kind of new for me, I'm going to work on cleaning up the outside of our home and work on the landscaping. I have a couple of projects that I want to do outside, but that's not one that I've ever put on my list before. So that is new for this year. So for the area of health, this one is always a really difficult one for me every single year because I don't know very many people who would honestly be able to say, yes, I'm as healthy as I want to be. I do know a couple, but I think for the majority of us, we can always find ways to work on our health. And so this year, I didn't want to set any specific weight loss goals for myself. I still have those goals because I am still carrying weight that I feel like I would be healthier if I weren't carrying that weight. But I don't want to become obsessed with that or become obsessed with the number on the scale because that tends to really give me a lot of anxiety. And so this year I wanted to kind of find other ways to focus on my health but still reach some goals. So one thing that I have never done before but I'm going to do this year is I am going to take up running. Yes, you heard me correctly. In my mind, I think I don't like running. I hate running. It hurts a lot. But the truth of the matter is, when I get myself on a schedule and I'm consistent with it, I actually get to where I don't hate it as much. I don't know that I can say I love it, but I don't hate it as much. So this year, I have set a goal for myself to walk or run 1,000 miles. That's a lot. That is a lot, but I am gonna really push myself this year. So the way that I'm going to track that is through my Fitbit that I have or my phone. If I can't track it on my Fitbit, then I'll use my phone. I'll just basically map out, you know, where I'm going to be walking slash jogging slash running, and then keep track of my miles that way. Hopefully I can get accurate enough by doing it that way. I also, once again, I want to stick to drinking as much water as I can because I know that that's really important. And then the last thing in this category is that I really want to focus on my nutrition this year. I want to really pay attention to what's going into my body. I want to make sure I'm taking my multivitamins. I want to make sure that I'm eating plenty of healthy fats and protein and vegetables and fruit, and I'm trying to eliminate a lot of the processed foods that just make me feel really crummy. So for the category of financial, I personally think that it is really, really important to set goals for yourself when it comes to your money. And so this year, my biggest financial goal is to pay down the debt that we currently still have by half. That is a tremendously big goal, but I think that if I really strive for that and I'm very, very mindful, that I can probably, I think I can do it. I usually won't set a goal for myself that I don't really think about and kind of plan out and map out. I don't tend to set goals for myself that are completely unrealistic, so I believe that we can do this one. So that is our biggest goal. The second is to utilize all savings opportunities that I have at my disposal. What that means for me is using apps, using Ebates, using any kind of savings opportunity that I have, because it's easy and it's basically just free money. So I really want to work on doing that. I want to work on really paying attention and staying on our budget. I don't want to go over budget. I want to make sure that I am creating our budget, you know, fine-tuning it at the beginning of every single month and making sure that we have everything that we need. And I really want to work on staying on budget this year because that is the only way we're actually going to accomplish that first goal of paying off that debt. And then the last one in this category is simply saving money for Christmas. I've actually already started working on this. We do have a sinking fund set aside for Christmas and other holiday birthday gifts, and so we have started putting some money aside for that because I want, when Christmas 2018 comes around, for us to have money sitting there and not have to stress about how we're going to have to pay for it. This year we didn't really stress about Christmas. We had saved a little bit, but there were things that we would have done in addition to what we already did if we had the money to do them, but we kind of had to scale back. So for instance, pictures. We didn't do pictures this year as a family for Christmas, but I really wanted to be able to do that. We didn't do Christmas cards. So I want to save money this year so that next year we're not necessarily planning on being super extravagant when it comes to gift giving, but we can afford to do some of the other things that we didn't get to do this year. So the last category that I have been making goals for myself for the past several years is in the area of YouTube. And once again, this year, my goal is to be consistent with putting out videos. Now, my plan at the beginning of this year is to put out 3 videos per week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I don't want to feel like if that's not working for me, that I can't adjust it. So I'm going to say I just want to be consistent. If 3 videos a week is not going to work for me, then maybe I can do 2. If that doesn't work, then at least I need to be able to commit to doing 1. But I want to be mindful. I want to be intentional about that. And I want to really make a plan and make sure that I'm sticking to that. So my goal at the beginning of this year is 3 videos per week. For the month of January, I already have my videos planned out. And so if all goes well, I should be able to stick with that. But I definitely know that it's important to be consistent when it comes to my channel. And so I want to work on being more consistent. In the same kind of realm here, I also want to get better about posting on Facebook and Instagram for you guys. I know that not everyone always has time to sit down and watch a YouTube video, but it's pretty quick and easy to scroll through Facebook or Instagram just to kind of check up with your favorite, creators. And so I want to get better about sharing on both of those platforms as well for you guys. I am going to go ahead and share with you now my word for the year 2018. And when I sit down to try to figure this out, I give it a lot of thought and I pray about it for usually a good solid month ahead of time. And I really try to listen to what I feel like God is telling me He wants to work on in the new year, and then I turn that into my word. So my word for 2018 is going to be the word be. So my plan is that each month I'm going to have a different area of my life that I'm going to work on. So for January, my goal is to work on being content. Being content with what I have. And each following month in the year 2018, I will have a different area that I will focus on. So for example, there will be one month that I'm going to focus on being intentional about the decisions that I'm making. I'm going to work on being present with my family and with my children. I'm going to work on being more disciplined. So basically, I'm going to just work on a lot of different areas, but my biggest focus in the year is going to be acting out these things, because you can say you're going to do something, but you have to actually follow through with it. And to me, that's what being really means. So my word for 2018 is be. And that's going to be it for this video, you guys. I hope that you have enjoyed hearing all about my goals for the year 2018. To be really honest, I enjoy going back and watching these videos when it gets close to the end of the year, and sometimes even about midway through the year, so that I can reinvigorate myself with these goals and with these ideas and with the emotions that come with them. I love watching other people's goal videos, and I just find it to be really inspiring. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed hearing about my goals for 2018. I will have another video for you guys in 2 days. I hope that you are ready. I have a packed calendar for January, lots of fun content to share with you guys. And until then, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and that you're looking forward to a wonderful 2018. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.